Here's some of my coach test group people. Look at all of this. This is like a big family reunion. All right, guys. So look, we're gonna do this. I got about 40 minutes, and then 45 minutes, and then I have a Power of I Am call tonight. This is gonna be pretty heavy, so I gotta decompress. Oh, somebody got a text message. Who got a text message? Tell them I said hi. No, I'm joking. So I'm gonna have to decompress a little bit, but let's just get right into it. I want you guys in this box right here, this little comment box. And the only way this is gonna work is if we become transparent. So challengers, this is a moment for you to be transparent. And I know you don't know me, so this is gonna be a little heavy for you. Get a little bottle of aspirin. Coaches and discount coaches and working the business coaches, it doesn't matter. It all applies to the same thing. So in this box, I want you guys, even challengers, I want you to be engaging in this. What do you guys feel is the biggest thing you struggle with? I'm taking the first 15 things. Ready, go. Nutrition. All right, that's easy. That was fast. Jeez. All right. Food. Okay. Water intake, consistency, nutrition, positive mindset, nutrition, food, time, nutrition, self-confidence, wine. Of course you said that, Shane. Consistency, water, confidence. Okay. All right. So, let's see here. Hold on. Believe that I can do this. All right, hold on. Somebody at the concert? That better? All right. Faith in myself, belief, consistency, nutrition, water, self-confidence. Okay, perfect. All right. So let's just go like the nutrition. That's easy. Consistency. That's easy. Positive mindset. That's easy. And you like, no, it's not. Hold on. I'm going to break this down to you in 1 second. Confidence. All right. Somebody said neuropathy. You just gave me a headache. That's pretty deep, man. All right. So you look at the box, right? So everybody freeze that for a second. Freeze that for a second. Pretend like I never asked that question. Faith in myself. Those last few reps. All right. Pretend like I never asked that question. All right. So Shane, gives me an intro into the call, and I'm getting ready to dive right into this proven ground stuff and talk about the program and how incredible it is and how it's going to, impact you and motivate you and all these amazing things that this program brings to the table, right? And then I'm going to continue to talk about it. And then at some point I'm going to get tired of hearing myself talk, because at this particular moment, that doesn't really matter to me. Because if I gave you all the great information about proven grounds right now, all I'm doing is suppressing everything you feel in that box. And I'm allowing you to suppress it too, right? So what I mean is this. If I gave you all the amazing perks about this program and why you should do it, you're still not going to get your out of it because of what's going on in this box. If you don't have confidence right now, you ain't going to have confidence when I explain this to you. So why not just deal with the confidence first? So you can have an emotional connection to the program. And the only way you're going to have an emotional connection to the program, somebody doing growth. Who's that? Are you muted? There we go. The only way you're going to have an emotional connection to the program is if you have an emotional connection to yourself. Hear what I said? The only way you're going to have an emotional connection to my program is if you have an emotional connection to yourself. So nutrition, you don't have a problem with nutrition. I can tell you that right now. And there's about 5 of you, 6 of you that said that. And Jen, I'm going to snipe you for saying that. You know what I'm about to say. I can talk to her like that. She's been around me for a couple months. You don't have a problem with nutrition. You have a problem with loving yourself. So all of you guys that brought your little beautiful babies on the call, right? I saw all your little nappy head kids. Well, they ain't nappy head. Black kids are nappy. You guys just have the tangly hair. I brought a nappy head kid in front of the computer. So all of you guys have these kids that you just let come say hi to me. And those kids are your ride or die, right? You do anything for those babies. You'll provide the best way you can. You'll make sure they have food, clothes. You'll give them everything. You have such an obsession with your kids that some of you, if the situation was bad enough, you catch a case over your kid. You would, because you're not going to let anybody harm your baby, right? So if you think about that mindset that it takes to say, this is how much I love my child. Like, I'll do anything for my child. Like, I'll even catch a case, worst case scenario, over my child, right? All that love and admiration you have for your kid, what about you? Think about that. You wouldn't give your kid poison. There's no way. I couldn't pay any of you right now to give your kid poison, because you know that poison is not only going to affect their body, but affect their mind. I had this little situation with little Chris upstairs. We found out about a couple months ago that his mom would just give him these little like candies, right? And this cat would just be running around crazy. And they'd be like, oh, it's just a sugar. And I'm like, no, this is different. Nobody just runs in a circle 30 straight. I know I'm an athlete. I'm athletic. My son is athletic. But this guy did a victory run every day. He would just sprint in a circle between the living room and the kitchen in a complete circle. And I realized something. He had red dye. He had red dye in whatever candy he was eating. And it was triggering his brain. And when I thought about it, I was like, girl, you better stop giving him that candy. There's red dye in it. And I'm thinking, wow. He was giving our son poison. Right? It changed his whole demeanor. He just run 30 laps. Then he just go straight to sleep. I was like, whoa, every single night, 8:30. But he had red dye in his little lunch pack, little fruit roll-up thing, candy he was eating. And it was mind-blowing to me, right? So my whole point is, you wouldn't willingly give your kid poison if it would hurt them. So why do we give it to ourselves? And then people say, well, I mean comfort food. I'm eating my feelings. Well, it's not comfort food, because if it was comfort food, you wouldn't feel guilty after that. For real. You wouldn't feel guilty. So where's the comfort at in that? You eat it and then you feel like crap afterwards. There's no gratification to that. You're not comfortable. So that's the nutrition part that you guys, I want you guys to understand. All right. There's one, and I've said it on many of my calls, there's one common thing, right? One common thing that binds anything with a heartbeat together. One common thing. It's the most powerful tool in all of life itself, right? This powerful tool is love. Love creates babies, creates marriages, friendships. Love multiplies. Love is limitless. Love overcomes, right? Overcomes things. Love is the most powerful thing in the world. Animals do it, humans do it, insects do it, right? So if love is the most powerful tool on the face of this earth, love should be the foundation of your business. What do you mean, Chris? I'm supposed to walk around and start hugging people? No. Self-love. Think about this for a second. You realize how empowering, how powerful self-love is. Uh-oh, whose thing is that? Come on, you messing up my flow, man. There we go. Self-love is hands down the most powerful thing that you can apply to your life. And here's the reason. When you love yourself, you really believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you have a sense of identity, right? A sense of identity, a sense of purpose. You know who you are, you know where you're going, right? Then you have the ability to take chances and have a leap of faith. But most importantly, when you love yourself, all those amazing little tools that you have inside you right now will surface. All these gifts and talents will present itself right before you. And when it presents itself right before you, you'll see you have options, all these different amazing things you can do. You can coach, you can write a book, you can write a blog, you can start another business, all these tools that you have. You have the confidence to express it, right? Then you become infectious. You become infectious, which means you're a walking beam of light. Have any of you ever been in a place where a person just walks in a room and their presence demands attention? You know it's something unique about that person. Because before that person showed up, you was around other people and nobody's presence demanded attention, right? But you know it's got to be something unique about this human being that they could come into a room and completely change the energy of that place. That person is what you call infectious. That person loves their self, believes in their self. They walk with the confidence. They carry themselves with confidence, right? And you see this person and you're like, I almost want to know what this person do for a living. Like they just came and lit this room up. So you guys are sneaky. Women can strike a conversation with anybody. You just gonna look at her pumps or her bag and strike the conversation. That's just what y'all do. Gonna walk up to her. That's a really nice bag you have. Oh, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? I'm a Beachbody coach. You don't even know what that means, but you know it's got to mean something because she lit this room up, right? So she says to you, hey, if you ever want to know anything about the business, just give me a call. About what I do, give me a call, right? Didn't even talk about the business yet. About what I do. Remember that, what I do. Gives you a card. A couple days go by, you clean out your purse. And as you clean out your purse throughout the day, you know that inside of you, there's an inner tug. You know that there's got to be more than life than what I'm experiencing right now. It has to be. I know I got potential. I know that there's things that I really want to do. I know I can do it, but I just can't grab it. I can't materialize it. I can't give birth to it, and I'm frustrated. I can't release it. I can't touch it, but I can feel it, right? So you go into your purse. Oh, the lady from the store. So you just call her. Hey, I met you at the store. I asked you about your purse. Oh, yeah. Want to meet tomorrow at Starbucks? Meet her the next day at Starbucks. Go to Starbucks. Okay, so this is what I do. I'm a Beachbody coach. I run my own business. And she starts talking about all the amazing things about the business, right? How she formed it, how she runs it, challenge packs, programs, how you help people get healthy. And, her goal was to provide financial freedom, so she can do things with her family, be home with her kids, the whole nine. Let me ask you a question. Reverse that. When she walked in that room and lit it up, did she walk in there talking about a challenge pack? No. Did she walk in there talking about a program? No. What did she do? She sold you on her. She sold herself. And when she sold herself, she told you what she do for a living. You see where I just went with that? So as far as your business, you got to sell you first. And then you tell people what you do for a living. Because when you become infectious, people are gravitated to you. We live in a dark, nasty world, guys. People looking for a solution. They're looking for help. They're looking for answers. Well, guess what? You the prize. You have that answer. You're the solution. But you won't ever know that you're that solution if you're that answer unless you deal with what's in that box. And I can promise you one thing right now, and Jen will tell you, and Jess will tell you, Allie will tell you, because they are around me every month. There's a reason why you feel the way you feel. There's a reason why you have disbelief. There's a reason why you struggle with nutrition. There's a reason why you're inconsistent. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what's attached to you. It's called an anchor. What? How is an anchor inconsistent? Okay, who told you was inconsistent? Who planted a seed and told you that you never finished anything, you would never amount to anything? This is ridiculous. You're not going to succeed at it. Somebody told you that and you believed it. And when you believed it, it attached itself to your life. And when it attached itself to your life, guess what? Now that anchor is going with you everywhere you go. Your kids' birthdays, all the amazing things you do with your life, to celebrate with joy and love. Those anchors go with you. Uh-oh. I only have 40 minutes. So these anchors go with you everywhere you go, right? Everywhere you go. So let's trace it back a little bit. You have all these amazing things you get to experience. And whatever those anchors are is controlling your mindset. So you're in this business, right? That you want to develop financial freedom, take care of your family, be home with your kids, all this good stuff. But the disbelief you have or the inconsistency you have, you're allowing that person who planted it to operate through your business. It ain't even your thoughts. It ain't even your inconsistency. It's not even your fears, your doubts, your worries. It's somebody else's that was projected on you. But because you didn't know who you are, you didn't love yourself, you didn't have a sense of identity. Now, everybody up here know that they're either black, white, mixed, Puerto Rican, Italian. You know that. So if I was to bring one of my kids and go to Trisha's house and say, hey, Trish, here's your daughter, Jace. She gonna look at me like, fool, you crazy. That's your daughter. I'll watch her for a little bit, but this is your kid. You know that that's not your child, right? Well, because you know that's not your child, that's the same mindset that you should know who you are. Think what I'm saying to you. It's that simplistic. You should know who you are. You should love yourself. There's so many amazing benefits to self-love. Like everything you want to accomplish is going to generate from love. Okay, think about me as a super trainer. Think about when I've been fortunate enough to experience. Why is all these people drawn to me? What am I projecting in the universe? Think about that. Love. And everybody with a heartbeat needs it. And when you get to me, guess what else I do? Then I start talking to you. I start helping you unlock mysteries and start removing anchors just so you can see your worth, your value, your potential, right? So here's another nugget. How many times have you guys been to a Beachbody event? This is gonna ache a little bit. A Beachbody event, and you stand in those lines for what, 2 hours, 3 hours? Let's not even talk about the super workout. Some of y'all lead a club and go straight to the workout. You wore your tights to the club, wherever you did the night before. No sleep. We ain't gonna get there for 3 or 4 hours and you right in front of that stage, right? Think about that. Somebody's turning right or left.
Oh, sorry.
Think about all these long lines. When's the last time a super trainer said thank you? For real. Some of you guys stand in these lines, you get a picture, you go up to a person and you pour your heart, you want to thank you, and you might get a, oh, yeah, cool, okay, thank you, here's smile, ready? And then you walk off. And you walk away like, dang, man, like I didn't even, wow, that was kind of cold. And you wait in line all that long just to tell a person what they program did for you. And you walk away like disappointed. Like I stood in line this long only to get like rejected. Think about that. So now we're gonna change the channel. We're gonna change some perspective here. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for it. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm always gonna tell you how I feel. Because everything I feel is always true. We're gonna change the perspective for a second. It's about time you guys start looking at the reality of this. You know what the reality is? You guys are the heartbeat of this company. That's the reality. Guess what else? You know that commission-based business you have? You know, the one that doesn't guarantee you a paycheck? Remember that? You know what I'm talking about, right? Collectively as a group, you guys are the reason we're successful. Now, I'm not saying that we don't work hard on our programs. Yes, we do. We all work hard. We push ourselves to give you guys good product. But nobody pushes our products like you. Quite frankly, some of the trainers aren't even known outside the Beachbody market. You just spread us around the market like cancer. And you introduce us to your challengers. And then you're going to sit there, put us on this platform. All you want is a picture, a smile. You know my worth. You know my value. You know my potential. You have admiration for me, but you don't have it for yourself. Think about what I'm saying to you now. Come on now. Think about it. You see me, you go crazy. You look at yourself in the mirror, you see something wrong. I could give 2 barrels of monkey crap about my program right now, in case you really want to know. Because unless we fix this right here, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go into the next shiny object program and still have the same problem. And you're going to go back to a whole 12 months with the same problem. And the same problem. And eventually you're going to get weary and you're going to quit. You know why? Because we never dealt with what's in the box. Mute your phone or your computer. So we got to stop that cycle now. The most important thing you guys need to understand is you don't understand your value and your worth. Two years ago, I was broke. Broke. I'm talking about broke. Couldn't even buy groceries for my family, man. Broke. In fact, when I did get groceries, I just got enough for the kids, and I was like, I'll figure it out. And I was just so depressed and so achy, I didn't really care about eating anyway. As long as my kids had food. And 7 weeks ago, my little guy is in the hospital. He was born, Cash. And I'm at the grocery store with my two little ones, Jace and CJ. We might have to reschedule this call. I'm going to run over. Who has the master to this thing, this call? Can you just mute everybody? Okay, that's better. All right. So okay, yeah, now I'm muted. You done muted everybody and me too. We got problems on this call, man. So 7 weeks ago, I'm at the grocery store, right? And I'm paying for my groceries, and I look to the door, and there's a woman with a Shift Shop shirt on. And it's the same Shift Shop shirt I have on, right? So I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know? So I get the groceries. CJ's on one part of the cart. Jason's on the other. I'm just pushing them, right? And as I get closer, the lady puts her hand like this, and she turns into a bobblehead, and she starts doing high knees in place, right? She was so excited. And so she's like, oh, my gosh, I thought that was you. Oh, she goes crazy, right? So she said, I don't even have my phone. I'm like, you don't need your phone. And I pulled her close to me. I grabbed my phone. I took a picture. And I kissed her on her cheek. And I was like, thank you. And she was like, what are you thanking me for? You changed my life. I said, no, actually, you and the rest of the network changed mine. Because 2 years ago, I couldn't buy groceries. And it's now that I can afford groceries, like, and not worry about it. No, so thank you. The whole point I'm making, what's your worth? What's your value? You know ours. Why don't you know yours? And if at any point in your coaching career, you have a moment where you start questioning yourself, if I can do this, if I can be consistent, why don't you think about that grocery story I just told you? Because if you can help me buy groceries for me, how much more can you do for yourself? This ain't about programs, guys. It's bigger than that. This is about looking in the mirror and loving the reflection you see. Looking in the mirror and realizing you was created with a gift and a purpose to do great things. Realizing that every tool you need to be whatever you desire to be, you already have it. You just got to believe it. What do you really want for yourself? That's the $1 million question. What do you really want? Not what somebody said you can have or can't have. Not what was passed down from generation to generation. What do you want for yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? When you answer those 4 questions, what you really want, then your net worth will complement that. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. If you want wealth mentally, you got to have great thoughts. You got to monitor your thoughts. You got to be conscious of your thoughts. What do you want? Visualize yourself doing things. Visualize it. If you want emotional wealth, what are your emotions like? Anxiety, fear, depression is not wealth. That's poverty. So where did it come from? Trace it back to where it came from and get rid of it by forgiving the person that placed that on you. When you forgive people, you ain't forgiving them for them. You forgive them for you. Because remember, they attach themselves to you. So you got to remove those anchors so that you can get back the percentage of you that's missing. Spiritually, spiritual wealth, words of affirmation. What are you saying about yourself? When you look in the mirror, what are you saying? Are you finding everything that's wrong? Think about your self-talk. You got to speak wealth to yourself. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. I don't know how you're going to figure this out, but you figure everything else out. I trust you. I believe in you. We made it through this day. Yep, we crawled here, but we got here. You don't see what I'm talking about? But no, this is a horrible day. Today sucked. Oh my gosh, because every word you say today is creating tomorrow. Don't ever forget that. Every word you say today is not for today, it's for tomorrow. Don't ever forget that. And when you consciously put your words out and all those blessings and breakthroughs start coming, you're going to consciously observe it. That's going to give you confidence to believe for more. Straight up. It's going to give you the confidence to be consistent. Remember, you said you lack consistency, right? It ain't about your business. The consistency has to start with you first. Speak to yourself. Walk to the mirror. You know what? You eat so healthy. I'm so proud of you. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself until you, and here's a good thing. Let's just say you eat good for breakfast and you fail for lunch and dinner. Man, celebrate breakfast. Celebrate breakfast. You know what? You did so good for breakfast, fool. What happened during lunch and dinner? Talk to yourself like that. Why you do that? You see where I'm going with this? It's the baby steps. Allie has a phrase that Jen and Jess know. Earplugs in, blinders on. You know what that means for this call? Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. It don't matter. What they eat don't make you poop anyway. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about somebody else. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Don't compete with nobody else. The only competition is what you're going to find in this program. You. Because I structured this program in a way you cannot compete with another person. The only person you can compete with is you. You know why? Because it's your score. I sat back and I watched when Carl came to me at Summit about Proving Grounds. He was like, at the time it wasn't even called Proving Grounds. It was still Shift Shop. He said, we need to relaunch Shift Shop. And he was like, what are your thoughts? And I'm like, okay, I need to think about this. So I'm thinking like, okay, do I piggyback off of Super Speed and Super Strength 50, make it really hard and just like crush everybody's spirit? Like, what do I do to make this more valuable? So I'm sitting there and I knew that I already knew the answer, right? I just needed to mature in it. I need to let it allow, I had to put it in the universe, allow it to come back. I had to remove ego, remove myself, and let my gift draw to me what's needed in the world, what's needed in our market, right? 2B Mindset comes out. Boom. I'm like, look at this. Well, I'm watching everybody else bicker and everybody's a specialist and everybody's, has all the answers. I'm thinking, y'all crazy. This program is brilliant. It speaks to the people that's missing. I'm sitting there watching all y'all argue over what? No, that's crazy. Okay, keep arguing. I'm going to create a prep week to complement 2B Mindset. That's what I'm going to add to Shift Shop, a prep week. For those people who have to work out their relationships with food, I'm going to give you a 15-minute workout. And I don't care if you walk up to the marker and look at it. Just move around for 15 minutes. But I still needed to structure it in a way that those who do work out on a regular basis are more health conscious, that I can push them hard in 15 minutes. So same exercise, same approach, motivation had to heighten. It had to be more. It had to be more expressive so that I could speak to the person that's modifying, at the same time challenge my athletes or my fit, more fit people, right? So I had to make sure I was very engaging. I wanted to be a personal trainer in that one, right? Then you're going to go 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, alternating quick shift speed, quick shift strength. If you guys have been following the calendar, tomorrow I'm getting ready to hand you a daily dose of I'm kicking your butt. Tomorrow is Proving Ground Speed. No, I'm joking. Proving Ground Speed is OMG good. It really is. It's challenging, but it's so motivating. I'm going to tell you the honest to goodness truth, and Allison will tell you. Any of you from Utah? We had the Utah Super Saturday. Every time I do Proving Ground Speed, I cry. Straight up. During the cool down, I cry. It's just so emotional because it was so much in this Proving Ground Speed that it just triggers me. Every time I'm cooling down, I shed a tear. This program is so powerful because there's 15 one-minute exercises, right? So you'll go through your whole quick shift, speed, strength. That's your prep week. Tomorrow you'll go to Proving Ground Speed. I created actually Jack came up with the idea of the scorecard, But I took it to the next level as far as like documenting your reps. And the reason why I wanted you to document your reps is because when we was testing this in Ohio, I realized that adults can't count anymore. It just can't count. Well, I'm testing it, and I got people like really putting in work for a whole minute, right? And as they going at it, they go to scorecard and they forget the reps. I'm like, where did you go in 60 seconds? Like, what happened? Like, how do you not know how many reps you had, right? So I started asking people in the gym, like, what happened? Where'd you go? I was thinking about what I had to get from the grocery store. So I'm like, huh? You was doing grass pickers. So that means every time you picked up, was it bread, potatoes? Like, what was you thinking? Did you use the grass picker to think about the grocery list? Like, what happened? You see what I'm saying? Like, where'd you go? No, bring it in. Stay present. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to work your mind while I'm working your body, right? I'm going to teach you how to engage. So you're going to go through 15 one-minute exercises, and you're going to track everything. So let's just say the first exercise is grass pickers. You get 50 tomorrow. You go to lateral burpees, you get 20. Now you got 70 points, 13 more exercises. All I care about, guys, is the bottom number. I don't care about the individual stuff. I care about the bottom number. You go to the 13 exercises, total points for the day, 150. Perfect. Saturday, you'll go to strength, document your weights, document your reps, baseline's done. Now you go into speed 25. Speed 25, strength 25, Monday through Thursday. This time, you focusing on your conditioning. You hitting every move as hard as you can and your technique, because you'll see tomorrow, I was a little abusive. I only gave you a 40-second break. So when you do proving grounds, that's it. You get 40 seconds to write your score down, get a drink, catch your breath, because I'm cueing the next move. And it's so mentally challenging that you don't want to forget your reps. Would you want to remind me and do it again? You're going to do that. So you're going to go to speed, strength 25. Next Friday, challenge back to test day. So think of it this way. You're in the shop during the week to test at the grounds, all right? Pick up your scorecard, look at your baseline week, 150 points, 50 grass pickers. Now you go back to do it again. Now you get 45 reps. Gotcha. You already know that all I care about is that big number, the big picture of life, right? So if you get 45 as opposed to 50, you're 5 reps in the hole. What I'm teaching you now is real life principles. That's adversity, right? What you gonna do about it? You gotta rise above it. You gotta figure it out. Just like when you step outside this program and things happen in life, you're gonna rise above the same adversity with the same mindset, right? So you go through the other 15 exercises, 160 points. Is that victory? Absolutely. First we get 150. Now you go into 35 series, test again, 175. 45 series, test again, 200. Now you went from 150, 160, 175, 200. There's your progress every week that you got better. And then you look in the mirror and you realize you lost all this weight. How'd you lose the weight? Because you was focusing on your progression every week. You weren't even thinking about weight. You was proving to yourself what you was capable of, proving to yourself that you can bounce back from any setback, right? Let's say we got modifiers. Remember I told you prep week was for them. They go through the whole baseline. They modify the whole thing. Great job. They go to speed 25. Say they modify everything but 2 moves. Is that victory? Absolutely. Who cares what the score is? I don't care. You modified everything but 2 moves. Then you go into the 35 series. You modify less. 45 series. You modified even more. Now this person has confidence, lost some weight. They want to do the program again because they got a little itch. They want to compete with themselves. So now they're going to track every week, right? Now the same person, along with my fit people who did it the first round, everybody is mentally engaged and in better shape, right? Guess what the benefits of that is? You look at your family now you see the true value and worth in your kids and your spouse and the people you love. Now you go to your team, you see the value of who you are and who your team is and what you represent. You take that same present mentality into your business, into your family, right? That's what it's about right there. The cool thing, how many of you guys are in the coach test group right now? Yeah, I'm giving y'all some challenges this week, aren't I? Because listen, the way I opened up this call is the exact same thing they're getting in the coach test group. Every day they got a task while we're working out. You know why? Because I don't want you guys to be those people to do this program, get in all this great shape, right? Look in the mirror and still see the person that was struggling and overweight. You just a broke fit person now. For real. You still broken. You just fit. And that's what bothers me when I see people lose a ton of weight and they say, I still see the overweight person in the mirror. How? Oh, I know how. Because their body changed, but their mind never went with them. You see what I'm saying? You have all the tools and the key to unlock whatever level of success you want. But it's got to start with self-love, guys. In this program, I'm very loving. There's two Chris's. There's Shift Shop Chris and there's Proven Grounds Chris. I'm two different people in this program. Shift Shop's is the group trainer. Proven Grounds is the personal trainer. My body's different, everything. And Jen and them will tell you, I filmed that whole program with a broken foot and a broken toe. Straight up. And you couldn't even tell. Because I had something to prove to myself. So I got 10 minutes before I go upstairs and eat these pancakes before Power of I Am. What kind of questions y'all got?
Guys, don't be shy. This is your opportunity. I'm going to keep my mouth shut so you can talk.
At 10 minutes. What you got?
Chris, that was awesome. Until someone says something, how do we get that sweatshirt you have on?
You know what's crazy? This is the honest to goodness truth. So before Beachbody, I got offered a apparel deal by Nike. Nike was training a football team that I was training. They sponsoring a football team I was training, and they came to one of the workouts, and the reps came up to me and was like, "Can we talk?" I'm like, "Sure." I ain't think nothing of it. We want to come to your gym, so they came to my gym, and they shipped me they gave me an apparel deal with like a whole bunch of Downy Nike gear, and so I don't wear it all the time, but it's cold in Ohio, so I put it on today.
It's really cold in Connecticut.
You need this?
Yeah.
All right.
Chris?
I got
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
it.
please.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, well, first off, I just want to say I love your motivation. I love your mindset, and I think you are truly amazing. A lot of the things you spoke about truly are me. But so just on that, the nutritional part, how do you incorporate for the vegans? Like, so when you start tapering down the carbs, most of my food is beans or the heavy winter squashes. How do I bring that into my world?
Okay. First of all, you're going to be the voice someday for multiple vegans. So what I want you to do is, even though it's my program, right? And I structured it, you're still a leader. Maybe you can help me with something I didn't know. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a super trainer. I got all the answers. No, that was a beautiful question. So what you're going to focus on in your world is you're just going to get rid of the starches. And it's a week, but it's like that. What I mean is the spinaches and all that good stuff, you're going to eat that. You're just going to get rid of the starches. You can increase your veggies. And I believe is it tempeh there? Which is a tempeh? Tempeh, you can have that. And I mean, you can substitute whatever you want to substitute as far as a protein part. But what I would do is I would definitely increase my low glycemic carbs, right? And get rid of starches for that sacrifice. And then once you get out of that phase of it, then go back to the starches you had. But that grocery list is thick.
Yeah.
And another thing I want you guys to focus on, especially you, is this isn't punishment. Don't eat something you don't like. This is a way for you to be creative. As humans, we are visual people. One of the most powerful things that I've ever seen is how cauliflower mashed potatoes is no different than regular mashed potatoes. That just blew my mind, man. I mean, cauliflower mashed potatoes, like, these mashed potatoes is good. No, this is not cauliflower. What? And so sometimes you got to change the makeup of something to make it look just like something else just to eat it.
I'm good at that. I love the creativity. I've definitely taken that to another level.
Yeah, so when you do that and you figure out that all vegan list, send it to me, and I'm going to add it to my next program. See? Told you. You can help me out.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
I got a question.
What's up?
Can you hear me? Are you going to make us do the apple cider vinegar shots during the test group?
You know that was a prank, right? That was a joke.
And everybody did it. That was
I know, and that told me right there, like, all right, bro, you got influence. Chill.
You're messing with us.
So we was in one of the groups one day, and I told everybody, all right, after this call, everybody has to do apple cider vinegar and film it and post it in a group. And I laughed for about an hour and a half, just seeing people's face. And they all did it. And that's when honestly, in all actuality, that's what made me realize, like, bro, you got to really lead by example because they are following you. Like I had people doing apple cider vinegar shots, man. And it was fun though. It was it. But nah, you know, I may throw that in there at some point.
I think you should.
Also to piggyback, is it thighs thing? Comment. One of the things I want you to focus on with nutrition with this Proving Grounds workout is whatever nutrition program is giving you the best results thus far, even if it isn't mine. I'm humble enough and understanding enough for that. Whatever program is giving you the best results, you should do their program with my program. So if it's 80-day obsessions vegan, do 80-day obsessions vegan with Shift Shot Proving Grounds. I mean, you'll probably never hear that from another trainer, but again, I want you to feel good. And if you feel good, then you're going to work hard in the program. So even if it's not my program, whatever meal plan that works for you, I want you to do that. Oh, tweet? Is that right? I said that right?
You said it right. It's Tweet.
Tweet?
Tweet.
Chris.
How you get a black name? Tweet. All right.
Chris, I just wanted to say thank you. My kid's choking. Sorry.
Yeah. You all
Okay.
right?
You all right there, pal? I just want to say thank you so much for okay, Coda. Jesus, sorry. For allowing us to do 2B mindset because it's totally true. Oh my God, my kids are a mess. I'm sorry.
Did you just take the baby off the boob, girl? Off the boob? Oh my gosh! I'm traumatized. You just plopped the baby off the boob. Like, Chris, I love you, and 2B mindset, you just freaked me out. Now I'm all scarred. This call has been very chaotic today. I got people turning signals and jumping off cliffs and at a concert and people pulling boobs out. All right, I'm good.
Okay, I just wanted to say that 2B mindset was the first thing that really worked for me nutritionally. And I think that it's so incredible that you're acknowledging that not everything works for everyone. And so I loved prep week and including it with 2B mindset. And I'm pumped to do Shift Shot for the second time using 2B mindset as my program. So thank you.
Let me ask you a question about that. Does 2B mindset have a prep week too? Like an intro to it, like an intro type? Okay.
Not really.
All right.
No, you're just watching the videos and it's really just learning, like what you said, don't eat stuff you don't like.
Yeah.
And it's learning, and Alana says that, like, use any program that we're doing and you don't have to eat more, you just eat what fills you up and eat what you like. So it's, you know, she is so in line with what you say, which is really cool.
Nice. All right. Somebody stabbing somebody, just in case you're wondering. I'm just waiting on somebody to go, ooh. This call has been all over the place. I love it. All right, next question. Either that's a big potato, a long cucumber, it's something, because that slice is consistent. All right, I don't know what it is, but I want to see the design of that, however they cut that up. All right, what else we got?
Chris, I have a question. How would you recommend, I have a few people who just really don't believe that they can do this program, and as much as I tell them they can, anybody can do it. Can you help me, maybe a little advice on how I can get them to believe in themselves and that anybody can do this program?
Yeah, it's not that they don't believe they can do the program, they don't believe in themselves, and that's okay, because you don't know their story. You don't know, what things have happened that formulate that mindset. And that's one of the things as a trainer, I just want to be mindful of. Before I start telling people, you can do anything you set your mind to, I need to know your story. Why do you feel that way? Because what they could be missing is, this program is so good that you can actually just put it in and sit there and let me talk to you. I had a person tell me one day they was not in the mood to work out, right? I was not in the mood to work out. And this is with the old Shift Shop. They said, I went to Speed 45. I just sat there and just let you talk to me. I didn't even work out because I wanted to feel better. So I would always tell them, you know what, this isn't about, this is your pace. When most people are timid like that and a little afraid, you got to reassure them that, you know what, you're going at your own pace. If anything, just listen to what he's saying to you. That's it. That makes sense? Because do you want to feel good? It's all about feeling good. Once you feel good, you'll amp up your effort. But it's just play it. One of the things I did learn is out of all the trainers, I'm the one that doesn't get muted as much. Don't know about, I don't know why. I wonder why. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Anybody else? I got 3 minutes.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. I've had people turn me down when I was trying to explain the shift shot to them. When I showed them the YouTube video, I've had people tell me that they don't have enough room in their living room to set the agility markers down, and I don't know what to say about that because I have a small living room and I still got results on the shift shop, so I don't know how to convince them.
All right, so watch this. So you have a small living room, right?
Yes.
As a coach, you want to be extremely successful, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to paint your future for you right now. So you have this small living room and you're doing a program. And right now you're accepting your small living room. You're grateful for it. You have a roof over your head. So you're doing a program and you're getting great results. Now from the program, you get confidence, right? You fall in love with yourself and you feel good about yourself. Now you're projecting that to your team. You're taking that same love approach and pouring it out on your team. Your team removes their blinders. They start loving their stuff. They start succeeding. All of a sudden, your business starts to grow, which means you're making more revenue. And you look in your apartment and you realize everything that you went through here and how you maximized the space you had and never complained about it, right? Now you're looking for a house to buy or a house to build. So you're sitting down, going through houses, and you're looking to see what the weight room look like, well, what you can create into a weight room. And it's bigger than the space you have. You see, you know what? I'll buy this house or I'll build this house. Doesn't matter. Now you got this big weight room area, right? Big old weight room area. And now space isn't an issue and you're able to work out and do whatever you need to do and really push yourself. And then now you're thriving as a coach and you got a program that comes out. Maybe it's Proven Grounds 2.0 or something else. And a coach says, you know what? I want to do it, but I don't have the space. Guess who has the story for them? You know what? I came from small beginnings too. And I maximized the space because I was grateful for that space. Even if I had to move a table or move a couch just to do that workout, I did what I needed to do to get the workout done. I got confidence. I put that confidence and projected it on my team. They got better. My business grew. I bought a bigger house with a bigger weight room.
Nice. Thank you so much.
So I'm going to be waiting on that new weight room.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 1 minute.
Guys, last one. Come on. Who's our last one?
Me. Chris.
Do it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, quick. We can do two. Quick, go.
I just wanted to say really quick that I was in your official test group last time, and the piece about forgiveness, forgiving other people for being those anchors in your life is such a powerful piece. So if anyone listening to this call can find a way to do that for themselves, that it's a pretty life-changing thing, and it all kind of tumbles from there.
Yeah, like people don't understand how powerful forgiveness is. So all you guys are on Shane's team, right? Right. All right, Shane. When I get off this call, I'm gonna text you the forgiveness link to the Power of I Am, and then I want you to share this with your team.
Okay.
Grab a box of Kleenex and listen to this call. It's going to open your eyes up to a whole new world. And then that's when you're going to realize that you got a lot more potential than you think. You just have anchors on you. So I'm going to text it to you, Shane, and then I want you to text it to your group. You guys watch that, at your convenience. But I'm telling you, when you watch this video, make sure you have a Kleenex next to you. All right? All right. I got a scoop. So check it out. This is what I want you to do. Can't always see you guys, so go to my website, type it in, Allie. Is she on the call still? All right, it's www.thechrisdowning.com. When you go to my website, go to the bottom of it, and you're going to see newsletter. Subscribe. It's a motivational newsletter that I like to put out. It'll keep you guys engaged and motivated until I see you again, okay? All right.
Chris, thank you.
I see you guys soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for getting on, Chris.
With